Hey. Let's get this.
Powers. Cause I've been trying to keep it low. I'm trying to find my soul. Cause this is all I know. I'm sticking to the cold.
Cause I be trying to keep it low.
I'm trying to find my soul. Cause this is all I know. I'm sticking to the cold.
I let them know though, I got this in the chokehold. They're trying to call me Loco. I thought you was my bro. I'm feeling on my own. They say my flow is stone cold. I'm Johnny Depp and blow no. I'm fed up on these roads though. I'm muddy and I'm active. We really don't do capping the way that I be rapping. They say my flow's immaculate. I'm fed up of this trapping. A lot of man just acting. I step into the studio, I grab the beat and slap it. Hey. My killie got me and then I got him too. Throw that upon my name and we lick shots at you. And I told them that I'm into what's profitable. They told me to quit, but I told them I'm unstoppable. It's passion and it's profitable. What? There's gassing and there's obstacles, but I told man that anything is possible and nothing can be stopping you. So when I cut the game, I'ma show you what a doc can do.
Cause I've been trying to keep it low.
I'm
trying to find my soul. Cause this is all I know. And I'm sticking to the cold. I've been trying to keep it low. I'm trying to find my
Powers! Yo! That's my Soul 100 Dies on Powers Live Session. And I am here with Skill C. What you saying, my brother? You good?
My brother, I'm good. Thank you for having me, man.
My blessings for coming to the studio, my bro.
Powers, come on.
Powers, man. Talk to them, man. Where you from, my brother?
So I'm from Hayes, West London.
West London.
Yeah, so it's like West London's a big place. We had this conversation when we got here, right? Is that how long did it take you? I said 45 minutes to an hour. He's like, what? I was like, it's a big place.
It's a big place still. West is a big place still.
Yeah, it's a big place, man.
I'm originally East Londoner.
East London, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so I know East London like the back of my hand. West
Fair
is foreign to me still.
Whereabouts in East you from, bro, originally?
Forest Gate.
Okay, Forest Gate. I know Forest Gate.
Yeah.
Okay.
What country you from originally?
So have a guess. You know, it's this the question I get all the time, bro. Shit. Do you know what it is? Because nah, not even. I'm actually fully Indian.
Okay, cool.
But I'm the only one that, like, in my family.
Yeah.
Like I sound like I'm adopted or something. Like, I'm the only one. I'm the only one that kind of looks a bit different, innit? Like, but yeah, like so, my mum's from Kenya, basically, South Africa. My dad's from Tanzania. My nan's from Nairobi.
Okay.
It goes all. So my whole generation is from Africa.
Religion?
Yeah, Indian, but they're just all born in Africa. It's crazy.
What religion are you?
I'm half Sikh and half Hindu.
Half Sikh, half Hindu.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? It's mad.
Would you gravitate to more?
I don't, bro. I really don't, bro. I just go with I'm all about manifestation and alignment and abundance. So like, I just believe everyone's one. I'll be real. Okay. I follow it. Like a lot of my friends are Muslim. Okay. So like, if anything, I'll probably fast with them. So I'll probably do that more.
Okay, that's
you know what I mean. It's just what I'm around. But
what you align with is what you go with. Yeah,
that's it. But I go with like I just go with energy, man. I really do, man.
I big up yourself, skills, man. Big up yourself. Thanks for coming to the studio. How's your journey?
It was. Do you know what? Surprisingly, yeah, we got to shout out Flares, by the way. My brother in the building.
Yeah, big up.
I had a long week, innit? I had a long week. Flares rang me about 4 missed calls. He's like my guy, bro. He's got me. So he's yo, you awake? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm just mad tired, bro. It's been a long week. He's like, yeah. So we left, and then we just see everyone going mad at the station. I think, what the fuck? I swear. What's going on? I see flags. I'm like, can't be Carney today. And then we realised, I walk past, see a couple of my brethren, jump on the train. Yeah, it's Carney today, Skills. You coming? I'm like, raw, that's the date today. That's how busy. Like, and I mean busy. I've been doing productive stuff. I haven't been lazing around. But I was like, okay. So then that kind of delayed it a bit. Yeah, I think I had to call you a few times to tell you I missed a few days. But yeah, but we got here. But
all in good timing.
Appreciate though, man.
Okay, you said you're Indian, right? So
yeah, that's right.
What got you into rap music, bro?
I'll be honest. It was like my big brother. He So actually, this is a cool story, bro. So my big brother and Flares' big brother, they're like best friends, pretty much. Okay, and there's another guy called Beluga Ice. He's an artist as well.
Yeah.
So they started. They started music for me.
Okay.
Like
how long ago?
Like how long are we talking? Like, so it'd be like, basically when my old man passed away, I was 7. So we're talking like a good 22 years ago, something like that. That's when they started, but then they stopped. They had like era and then they stopped. My brother stopped anyway, but like Marley and Beluga, they carried it on. But for them, I used to come back and from school and there'll be about 100 man in my yard. And they had the decks, 2 turntables.
Oh, seen.
You might have heard Scandalous Squad back in the day. My brother
rings a bell.
Rings a bell. Like Cristiano was IC, then it was Marley Miles. My brother was DJ Rudy. So I used to sit there and watch them outside the window like this. I want to do that. You know what I mean? I want to do that. And then, then I tried to write, and I was terrible, bro. And then I had a time in my life where I had to sit in Her Majesty's for a little while, and then I had a pen and paper, the same story probably everyone's got. But that's a couple months out, and then boom. Then I started writing there. When I come out, someone gave me studio time.
To the people that ain't familiar with your music, how would you describe your style of music?
It's gonna sound so cliche because I love Tupac and Nipsey. Like, so it's a poetic artist. Like it's poetry, but it's
Poetry.
Yeah. It's I would say it's like poetic. It's poetic to me. I write it and I feel good. If I write it and don't feel good at all, or I'm like forcing anything, then it's not rhythm. It's not poetic.
You know, you saying that now, Tupac. There's a track that came by me that I liked by you. My Love.
My Love. Okay.
And that's like 6-7 years old.
That's actually 9 years old.
Okay.
Yeah. That's actually when I come out from holiday. Yeah.
And that was a good vibe.
You like that one?
That was a good vibe.
Okay. Do you know a lot of people said that, and
I like that.
I didn't believe in it myself. I didn't believe it until it come out, and then I was like, right.
It had a lot of emotions in it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But like on the ear, it's easy. So I didn't think people were taking in what I was trying to say. But as you're an artist yourself as well, right?
Yeah.
So,
but that's music though. It's a skill, innit? You got to make it palatable. 100%. You feel me? And I think that style for you is palatable.
Do you think that's...
Not saying I don't if of your new stuff.
No, I'm saying like as in I like to know just because there's a lot of stuff I close my ear to. I'm like, I hear that. I hear that. I'm excited that you said that because it's like cool. I should maybe get me. Yeah. Because every time I have a show, they're like, oh, this is what I hear. Can you start with My Love? And I'm like, oh, really?
You see?
Like, and I'm like, why? And they're like, oh, I thought it was just because of the chorus.
No,
man, it's catchy.
It's the passion in the bars for me. I don't know if you was going through something at the time or something.
Definitely.
But you
clocked it so real because you must have watched the video. So the crack screen and the picture at the start, it tells a story. So
and even to the point like you can't fake emotion in it.
You can't, bro.
So you can't record that twice and get the same vibe.
Bro,
do you get what I'm saying?
You for that,
salute.
Real, man,
so I like My Love. But let's bring it into the future, bro. Your last track was called No Questions.
No questions. That's right.
With Ace.
Shout out Axe. That's my
Axe. Sorry.
I'm married. That's my wife's. That's my wife's nephew, but he's not so young. he's like 20 something.
You got a couple tracks with him, innit?
Couple tracks with him. Okay. So and Future and Sav with his Silver. He's
Sav
from
Silver. I like that name, Sav the Silver.
Yeah, that's my guy. You know, Sav Silver. This is my dog. He's my brother from like day. Yeah, man, nothing but love for that guy. Yeah. We done the video. And
in the Ferrari still.
Ferrari, yeah, man.
Red thing still.
Got it. It's not mine.
Did you pull up outside of it still?
Nah, bro. Nah. I didn't even. I'll be honest with you. I didn't even drive the thing because I was too worried to scratch it. Like it's my brethren's. He goes, Skills, take it. I said, send someone to drive it. Nah. And trust me, it's a good thing because the guy he sent is my other boy. Yeah. And we went to like the industrial estate and they had the tiniest speed bumps, and it hit the bottom. Ooh. And he's like, don't say, oh shit, when we're live as well. All right, nothing happened. We should move on. Cut it. I just clocked.
You done a song with Clip Full as well, innit?
Clip Full, that's right.
With Axe.
With Axe, that's right. We done that in estate where well, I don't live there, but that's where I'm from as well. I grew up. St. Dunstan's estate.
St. Dunstan's estate, yeah.
That done numbers. That's on like, I think it's on like 80k on GRM.
Yeah. You got a history, bro. You got a lot of history. It's it goes back down, but decade, literally.
Yeah. You could say, literally.
Yeah, and it's versatile as well. To be fair,
that's what I appreciate you saying, because it's like I feel like for me to just stick to one style for all this time, it would be like I didn't do it properly. Do you know what I mean? So it's like I'm still right now. I think I've just started music. Like for me, I know I've been done it, but right now I feel like I now have just started music. Like everything I'm making now. Not music wise, but when I'm going into the studio, I'm like, boom, 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 boom. It's more patterning around in my head, easier and quicker, and I'm being more productive. And that before, I'll be honest with you, 6-7 years ago, if I go studio, I'll write my bars, boom, boom, go on the studio. And if I was short, more times I'll be short like 6 bars. Anyone that knows me say the last verse has 6 bars at the end, and it's the passion had gone. But now when I'm in there, it's like boom, 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 done. Like I'll talk about it with the tracks that we done, like Flair's like.
we recorded Pressure, and when I writ that, I swear I called him and I said, bro, this is the best rap verse I've ever written. And I wrote it the day before, and I wasn't like I was like, this is the best rap verse I've ever written.
Any next singles? What's your next single?
Yeah, man, we got a video dropping with GRM for one of the tracks that we're playing today.
Oh.
It's already been accepted for BBC and Kiss 100.
Oh.
Charlie hopefully be pumping that as well, because me and Charlie done a little live not long ago.
Oh.
But yeah, that's called...
you and Charlie done Fire on the Gram?
Yeah, that's it. The Fire on the Gram, that's it. It was in lockdown, innit? It was a while ago, actually. It was in lockdown, it was about a year ago.
Time's flying, isn't it?
Time flying.
This year flew.
Yeah, this year flew. I don't even know how it's 2022. Someone told me that shit the other day. I said that and I was so puzzled. I was like, nah, it skipped. It's all the lockdown. It kept us all, you know. But yeah, that's dropping, man. That's dropping, and we ain't got a date yet. But
sorry, how long you been making music?
Making music, I would say about.
How long you been an artist? Sorry, that's a
artist. I mean, I could say something. This could sound like I'm being big headed. I feel like I've been an artist since I've been like 7.
Why do you say it sounds bigger? That's not bigger. That's just what it is.
Nah, not is it like I'm not trying to sound big. It's just like I think I was an artist ever since like I lost my old man, my pops when I was young. I feel like that made me into an artist, man. Like I had to like portray my pain on a canvas, and the only canvas I felt comfy with, which I understand why my brother did, was music, and it is the music. Like for me, it's not like I obviously everyone wants to make music, but I will always do this when I'm 18, 19. I will always be doing this.
Hey, can you handle the pressure? Hey, can you handle the pressure? Hey, can you handle the... Yeah, can you handle the pressure? When the heat came in the winter, I don't think they can remember times before it came together. We didn't think it could get better. Times got harder, we got fed up, but we had to keep our head up. Now I remember why I set up. Don't you ever think to let up? Keep it grind like a debtor. Hey, can you handle the pressure? Hey, can you handle the pressure? Hey, can you handle it? When your grip goes to can you manage it? When you think it's a myth, can you handle it? When your ship starts to sink, will you abandon it? They just mannequins, stand still, I don't think they can fathom it. I got raised on gorillas and anarchists. Really and truly, they just ain't in our caliber. And that's standard, that goes for the man them. We seen ups and seen downs and had to stick the landing. Built from the cloth that we had to rock our rags in. Pressure kept us stable while made others manic. So tell me again, can you handle the pressure when the weight's on your back like Atlas trying to get up? Or will you go missing like Atlantis? Now you're MIA, no Atlas, the pressure made you panic. Pressure. When the heat came in the winter, I don't think they can remember times before it came together. We didn't think it could get better. Times got hard and we got fed up, but we had to keep our head up. Now I remember why I set up. Don't you ever think to let up? Keep it grind like a debtor. Hey, can you handle the pressure?
Hey, can you handle the pressure? What's focus to that punctuation? And what's the local when the numbers gaining? Cause what I'm fucking breaking. And what's the soul without I want to take it? And what's the broke without I want to fake it? Papers, man, the elevators. I didn't know, but I learned how to lift it. I didn't grow, but I learned how to shift it. Top and I was hella gifted. I didn't flow, but man, I worked the pivots. I've been in wholesome, man, I found the digits. Daddy looking down and saying, son is gifted. And what you reckon about a reconcile? Would you reconsider when that weapon ran? Oh nah. Bun the first come, tryna be that second guy. That way I know I'm always destined to thrive. Oh no, a college dropout, call me Yeezy when I testify. I'm just trying to bring the best of I. Oh lord, summer with my top out, I'm greasy with my Glock out. You know I really let them peppers fly. Oh lord, pressure. Yeah, and when the heat came in the winter, they can remember time before it came together. No way, we didn't think it can remember. Times got hard and we got fed up, but we had to keep our head up. Yeah. Now remember what I said, the kid grind lacquer. I look, hey, can you handle the pressure? I know, hey, can you handle the pressure?
Question. That's a good question. See, I have to take a bit of both, man, because I think destiny is important, but free will, because it's like it's your free way of working and doing what you're doing. So it's like I can't pick one or the other. Be honest.
Because you said your father passed away, and music is something that you could transfer your
pain into
emotions and pain. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you weren't doing music, what would you be doing today?
Cool. I would. Do you know what? As I'm gonna talk about it because we're here, innit? Like we're here.
Talk to.
Okay, so people that know me, like obviously, I didn't have the same old cliche story, but obviously I went through silly stages, like sitting in Her Majesty's for a bit, and I come out and nearly got killed, like stabbed twice on my back. Bled to death nearly. It was like an hour or two away from bleeding to death. Lost pints and pints of blood. I was in a brace. I still can't sit properly today or do more things like in the bathroom. Do you get me? Like, so it's like that was a shocker. And if it weren't for my missus, she was like, "Look, pick what you're doing. I don't stop you doing your music. I'm happy you're doing it. Do that, and then come off the road and just do something." Like, I was cool. Get a job in it. Like, at least is with it as well. So I started doing that. I started to realise, and it weren't the people that I was around, because only you can change you. So a lot of people say, "Oh, my guys, I used to chill with." Nah, it was me as well. Like, I admit, I chose my places. I done this, and wasn't getting, like, obviously it gets you somewhere, and you don't think about music when you're doing this shit because you're doing it. So sorry to keep swearing. Cool. You don't think about this stuff when you're doing it because you're doing it, and it's like, cool, I'm going away from my passion. Mm-hmm. So when I started doing little things like working and getting little other jobs here and there and not doing what I was doing, I started to think about music more. I started to be like, you know what, I got more time to actually write. I got more time to actually do things, because I was like, because all I was doing stuff before, it didn't make me any better, but it made me learn, definitely. But I would be doing, going back to the question, I would be probably there, you know, like, I don't want to say what there is, but
I heard that, my bro. Since you put the BAD in the bad boy, what's the most trouble you ever been into, bro?
I don't even know if I can speak. I can't really answer that question, really. Yeah, I can't. But probably when the Queen gave me a yard up there. Probably that. And actually, probably when I nearly lost my life. I was stabbed like inch away from my spinal cord, and it gets under my rib and back of my neck in it. So that's kind of fucked up. All right.
Hey, you also done a black box,
I'm
didn't
so
you?
sorry. Yeah, I done a black box TV.
Yeah.
That was great. That started me off because I went there and I nervously broke down, so I flopped about 8 times, bro.
But it sounded strong.
It did it 8th time, yeah. But I don't know, like there was like,
I don't want to do that though. Still, don't want to do that.
I know, but you know, I'll be honest and I just tell people, because someone might go there and they might have this same experience I did, and they might be like, I'm like, no, I've done it for one take. But I'm like, then the next person that goes, if they have that experience, they're gonna be like, no one's been through this.
So what was the reason?
I'll be honest with you. So the black box, those who've seen it, I do like it was a Swizz Beats beat at the start, if I'm correct, and then I switch it up. So Wretch 3-2 and Avellino just dropped that fire in the booth.
Oh yeah.
If you went 2-1, you got 3-2, you got graduate 3 shots. So I was going mad. And everyone's like, nah, you can't spit on that beat because that's disrespect. And I said, I'm gonna do it. And imagine this, yeah, I love Tupac, like I said. So one day I was like, this is crazy. I done a radio show on Top FM.
Yeah.
I said, who's your favourite artist? I said, Tupac.
Yeah.
I think Nipsey was still alive at this time, yeah. It doesn't make a difference, but it's like now that, you know, that kind of like, it's like, I can't say just Tupac now, it's Tupac and Nipsey.
Yeah, I hear you.
So like, legend. So like, anyway, they put the Tupac beat on and then hit him up. They said, you got to rap to it? I said, nah, come on. And then I just got in the flow and I did it. And I remembered the bars, I writ it, and I put it in that black box. Mm-hmm. And then it got to Wretch and Avellino beat. Boom. And we done it. And the 8th or 9th or 10th, 20th time, whenever it worked, that second half of the track, it went. And I remember the guy said, I don't spud no one. I don't move. You know, the guy on the side of the camera, he's like, I don't move, literally. Anyone comes in, this is me, this is you. He goes, that last bit, smack though. And if you see right at the end of the video, he does that. He reaches out. So, yeah, that was real good, because it was just after a buzz of, like, people had gone on Black Box and done very well. It got successful. I think, like, Dave had been on there and da-da-da.
Do you perform regular?
I'd love to perform every week if I could, but I just do it as and when I get shows.
Do you have where's your next show?
Do you know what? That is a good question, because I'm waiting for my manager to let me know that. So, nah, I'm joking. It's you know, I like to get the shows myself. I like to be a bit more active. So like, even like shout out Indy as well, because she's really helped me like a lot. So even with the shows I'm getting, I'll tell her like, I got this. She's like, well done. Like, you're going off your own back to get them. Like, I done Reading Festival
big
About
up.
4 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
I saw that actually on your page.
That's kind of cool as well, man. It was a big vibe as well, so
That's
it's
dope.
good.
That's dope. That's dope. So what's your style like at performing?
Me, I'm just mad happy, man. I like, you know how I watch. I like to watch people perform. So I watch like Tory Lanez is my favorite artist right now.
Okay.
I told everyone about Tory Lanez before he come out.
Okay.
So I've watched him about 6-7 times live. So I copy but what his style of performing, the energy, all of that. That's me.
Tory Lanez, Nipsey or Park, who would you do a track with out of the three? If you could only pick one.
It has to be Tupac.
That's what you yeah. So would you say he's the biggest musical influence in your life?
He took me through a really dark stage in my life, man. I was listening to him when I was 7 on a CD player. I know all his albums, like, names off by heart. Like I know pretty much every one of his. Like, he took me through a dark cloud, man. I really did.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's
Did you do grime?
Yeah, I did start when we was in school and stuff. You know, everyone used to pull up their little phones and
because you got a fast flow
on summer tracks. Some people told me to bring the flow back. They're like, "Oh, I remember when you was in school and they used to spit in the playground." I'm like, so I done Makita with him and then all that type of stuff. And then that everyone's then Beluga actually said to me and your brother Marley, shout out Beluga as well. They were like, "Oh, I like that one. I like 140 BPM." He said, "I like that." Something like that. He said to me, "Stay to that." And I'm like, "Huh?" He's like, "That flow that you used, keep that, man. That's good. Just bringing it back a bit." I was like, "All right, cool." So that's why I done that track with Cheese on my debut EP, which had just dropped this year. It's called Welcome to the EP.
Right.
And yeah, man. So I done the first track is called Live That Graveyard Shifts, featuring Cheese. Shout out Cheese as well. He's doing big things. He's opening for Odd Ads and that show Shallow and all that, man, on a boat party next week. So yeah, performing as well. So yeah, man. Shout out everyone. But yeah, man.
Where do you see Skills in 5 years' time?
I see myself. Realistically, I don't want it all at once, man. I never did. So I see myself progress times 5 to where I am. So I see myself like in the next 3 years, if anything, in the next year, if anything. I don't want to talk about the 5. I want to make sure I do what I was doing in 5 in the next year. I want to make sure I'm abroad and performing on tours, like lining up, and because I feel like I got nearly all the aspects now, and I think I'm still learning, absorbing. I'm sponge to the game. I literally take if I had a time with you, I'd sit and ask you 100 questions and make notes. That's me. So like in 5 years, I can't think, but in next year, I want to see myself abroad in LA. Because all my listeners come from New York, like Chicago, LA, but more listeners in America. So I think I need to put myself together and just put myself there.
Okay, all right, bro. What is your most favorite project and why?
It would have. I mean, there's 2. Can I say 2?
Favorite?
2, yeah. Okay, favorite.
But just plug them, man. Plug them, bro. Plug them and why as well.
We'll stick to the question. Okay, plug them and why. So the 2 tracks I'm doing today, with one with Flares and then one with Shout at Seville. But the 2 different reasons why is because like I said, this is my favorite rap verse. So it's all rap. It's like it brings me back to that Tupac feel. Because I think I showed you the track earlier as well. Like it's called Pressure, so you understand when you guys hear it in a sec. And the second reason for the other one is like I've gone the melodic way, which I don't usually like to do. I only do it because it's what everyone's listening to.
I hear you.
But this is the first time I enjoyed doing it was this track. And I really feel like this track, the last track we're playing, I really feel like I'm gonna break through the melodic avenue through that. Like, because it's been accepted by like big stations already. Like, or when it's out, can you let us know? And I'm like, oh wow, like, because I was on BBC Asian Network. That's it, with Limelight and that. And then they gave me a few. I said, can I have some emails just so I can like love to them, man. They gave me a few emails and they said, look, just send it through if we like it. But we'll probably message you straight away. If we don't, that means
you know what it is.
Yeah, sort of thing. So yeah, and shout out UB1, UB2 because they actually put my video on their page, and that's how I got recognised to get on BBC.
Serious?
Yeah, so large them up to you, man.
Big up Skill C today, man. Skill C, can you tell the people them where they can find you?
Yes. So look, this is mad important. So Skill C, is spelt with S's only. Because when I'm on stage, people like to write SKILLZC, and they can never find me. So it's skills with an S. Skills, like it's in the dictionary, space C. I'm proud to say I'm actually on Google. So if you type skills C rapper, it comes up with my whole catalog and all of that. I didn't know how that worked, but I saw it the other day. I was like, this is crazy. But yeah, so yeah, you can find me on YouTube, every digital platform worldwide, Spotify, iTunes, all of that. Yeah.
Yes, people. Yeah, big up, man. Big up, Skill C, man.
So much,
it's been a pleasure you coming to the studio today, man.
Powers.